can both manage it.
Yeah.
Like running the shop.
Yeah.
And then this morning, I was going to say Friday morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday morning.
I took
you
the
took the day off.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, you were distracting me because you
sorry about that. It was one of those it was one of those things where basically we just there we go. Damien's just saying hi as well now. Hi, Damien.
Hi. Sorry, I think we've had trouble with our
I don't know if
stream.
we've had trouble or there might only be 2 people. Okay. Hi, Tracy.
I think we've had trouble with our stream today.
Hi, Tea Cakes. Yeah, just so you know, guys, we've had a bit of trouble with the stream. We've been talking for a good few minutes, and the chat has only just started to work.
Yes.
So if any of you said hi,
if you were saying hi while we were talking, we do apologise.
Yeah. So yeah,
we've just been ignoring you.
But we'll carry on. Not ignoring, but like just talking.
We'll just carry on ignoring you now.
So So Thursday you didn't work till 1, basically.
Yeah, so I didn't come to the shop until 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
I didn't do much. I was just cleaning the house and pottering around at home, and then you did the same this morning.
Yeah.
Apart from
I did
different things than I do.
I did. Literally all I did was I woke up and I stayed in bed for a bit, and then I slowly got up, shaved, showered, and then I just did nothing. I just chilled out. I just went on my computer downstairs. I connected my my tune pipe to my engine on my nitro car.
Oh, because you've got to do that. Really,
it's been sat there forever. So I put the gasket on, and there was just a couple of screws, and I did that. I don't know why, but I just did that a little bit. And then that was it. It was 1 o'clock, and I thought, I bet it was like 1:45, and I was like, well, I better walk to work, met Beck, and then that was it. And today again has been a quiet day. We had literally a couple of sales come through, so nothing. The shop really hasn't been.
Oh, the shop was like completely
dead today.
This morning.
But I think the weather's playing a part of that because
Zahir came in at 1 o'clock, and I quite literally had not one person come through the door, but it was really awful weather.
Yeah.
So that's obviously played a part in it, and plus I got stuff done. I managed to do like the WWE section in the shop. Yeah,
we added a few WWE figures and things.
And kind of pour around with moving a few bits and pieces around.
Yeah.
And then we had a delivery today. That came through this afternoon, which was good. So, and then this afternoon we were just processing that, and then
we had a handful of sales in the evening. And then we've just been busy with that. I mean, we'll say a few highs because the chat was broken for some reason for the beginning of the chat, and then all of a sudden some people have popped in and said hi. So Roy was in there, and Roy's was the only comment showing for a while, and we just assumed people have decided that was it. So but then Damien's just joined us, Tea Cakes, Tracy, Shell's World, Shelley, Maggie on a Mission, Richard Hale, The Hills. Thank you for popping in. Dawn Cherie Paul from Australia, thank you for popping in. Fat Girl Sewing, Neil Martin Babs at the Attic, Dad's Vintage Garage, Fix It for Reselling, hi there, thanks for popping in. Dave the Gent as well. Lainey, Big Girls Do Cry, thank you for popping in as well. She's Always Flipping, Mandy as well. Antoinette Daly, really do appreciate it. Sales are so up and down. One day great, the next day nothing, says Richard Howe. eBay, on the other hand, has been good for us.
Yeah, it's been a little bit more consistent, hasn't it?
I think at the moment what's really helping us is, even though the shop hasn't been amazing this week, we've still had some sales, but then we've had like consistent-ish sales on eBay. There was a dip this week though, definitely. There was a little bit of a dip this week. But overall, the week has turned out to be another like half decent week. I mean, some of that was saved by the fact that we sold a Mewtwo yesterday, so we've had some nice sales.
Yeah.
The Mewtwo's going to Australia. People probably know in the chat, 35mm film camera, the Olympus Mewtwo. If you ever come across one, they're very good. And they work really well, and produce a really good profit. So we sold one for, I think it was like 240 quid, it went for. So really pleased with that. So we've been kind of okay with having the eBay pop in. It's been supporting us quite nicely. And we've done really well this week buying stuff as well. We've actually had our first purchase from a customer as well, which is cool, which we'll share with you as well. Babs at the Attic, who's got a shop as well, says my shop was dead till about 2. Yeah, we were dead today till the afternoon. I think when it dried up, I think all our sales came after 4 o'clock actually.
Oh, was it 4?
Yeah, the sales all came.
I was going to say 3 or 4.
Yeah. So all our sales.
Because I know I had my head in delivery at that point.
Yeah, the sales.
I was just like.
Yeah.
I want to get that done.
Yeah, I mean, we had a bunch of stuff turn up today, which you've been dealing with, but all our sales happened after 4 o'clock, so it was a bit of a weird one. Tomorrow is it going to be interesting. Hopefully, the weather's actually looking like it's going to hold off. It's going to be a nice day. Beck is tired. She's a bit run down.
I am this week.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am. I think that's why we've decided to take some time off.
Yeah. No, we're going to be doing that every week though, aren't we? The late start. So we're going to do that every week. But yeah, we've picked up some really cool stuff on the plus side. So even though we've not been selling like tons, eBay's been okay, but we have picked up some cool stuff. And we, like I said, we actually had our first kind of customer pickup where we bought from a customer, which we'll share with you in a bit as well. Who else has popped in? Esley has popped in as well. Karen has popped in. Thank you for popping in, Karen. Ray, Star City Picker. Hi, Ray. How are you? Again, apologies for last time, but thank you for popping in. Kirsten from Kirsten's Curiosities. Jen's Closet Gems. Thank you for popping in. Happy Friday to you as well. Ian J, Skillet as well. Thank you for popping in. Lots of people popping in. Yeah, a lot more. Stu Mandry, just spotted Stu Mandry. Bills and Moon as well. Hi, Bills and Moon. Barry Francis, WW section. Is that the new name for the pile of honky tonk man figures?
No, we've bought a few more WWE figures, haven't we?
Yeah.
We're trying to build up the section, so hopefully. Saying that though, we have sold.
We sold
honky tonk man
this week.
Twice
this week.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we're hoping by having a wrestling section, rather than just having the one honky tonk man figure on his lonesome, we might pick up some extra sales because now it's going to be in a section, isn't it? Whereas before it was just like, he was repping WWE all by himself.
And he was doing a great job.
Bless him. Bless his socks.
Yeah, now he's got a bit of company.
Yeah, exactly. Now he's amongst his peers,
Although you still have got over 100 of honky tonk.
No, we don't. We don't have over 100. It's not.
80.
I don't know what. I don't know what the number is. The number's not important. Okay.
It's quite a lot.
The number's not important. What's important is
it's about 80.
We've now got a section, and I'm sure
it might be a little bit less than 80.
God, what's it with you?
About 80.
You don't have to tell them how many you've got, man. Just look. The important thing is it's in a section now, right? It's gonna sell. Geez, like you've never made a bad buy. You have to rub it in every time.
I'm sure I'm gonna make bad buys. I just like the fact that he's like,
Yeah.
He's got some company now.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. The Hills asked, "Did you finally sell all that Dory stuff?"
We're getting through it, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's going really, really well, actually. Do you want to say what you're doing?
Oh, you speak. Yeah.
So, obviously, we're still bundling it in the shop.
Yeah.
And then you're taking it to the boot sale and bundling it at the boot sale as well.
Pretty much.
Or selling it as singles if they want a single.
Yeah.
We're doing that as well. And it's going really, really well. And you've cleared so much of the Dory stuff. So it's actually moving, isn't it? So.
We're doing really well with it, if I'm honest. It's one of those things where we've kind of just found that taking it to the car boot has been one of the better options.
Yeah.
There's actually a car boot seller there that buys it from me and then sells it for more money.
Yeah.
So we've actually sold.
And he normally tries to clear out your store.
But the thing is, when he hasn't as well, when I've just had it at the car boot, it sells really well at the car boot because obviously we do it cheaper than we would in the shop. You know, but we're still actually profitable even at the price we sell it at the car boot. We still actually sell it at profit, which is fantastic. We're not just clearing it for even money or taking a loss on it. And it's selling, and then we get the odd sale still come through. Like we sold a bundle or two. We sold a couple of bundles, and we sell like the single figures on eBay as well. So we're getting through it. It's shrunk a lot. There's still a fair amount to go, but not nearly as much as there was.
I think with our bundles, we do have to be careful, though, because like it's making sure the bundle is still active, because we have done that a couple of times where the bundle hasn't been active, but we definitely have the quantity, and we're normally only putting like 1s or 2s on every so often, and so it's something that we've got to kind of keep in mind. Because actually saying that, you know, the honky tonk man, I only realised today he was showing as no stock
because we sold out.
And so I had to up his quantity today. So so it's something that we do kind of keep an eye on and keep check on, because, you know.
Karen says still at the shop. Yes, Karen. From now on we do the chat from the shop
here, because then we can just go home and just chill out. So we close the shop at 6 o'clock, and then we come on here, and then after we're finish the shop.
And Fix It for Reselling says lots of sales all week, then nothing for 2 days, then just had 4 orders in the last hour. That's very inconsistent.
You can't really
And TK says been quite here to spend all day not managing to sort out my SSL certificate. Green padlock won't show up. GoDaddy are nearly useless. Well, that's frustrating. Yeah, you do really want that, because it does give confidence to people buying, doesn't it? The Hills Us has Beck Stationery been selling.
It's only just come in today, so fingers crossed it will be. It's only been active from today, because that was what was delivered.
It's literally only just been put out on the shelf.
Yes.
So
it's been made active on website.
It's on the website now, and I think it will do well. Actually, I think it will. It's what we. What we found is it is that kind of stock that sells the most consistently.
Yeah.
Like people are either buying it, mostly on its own, or they're buying like a figure and then they're picking it up. Especially when they're buying a gift, they'll buy like a main gift, but then they'll pick up a couple of little bits. And we've not just gone stationery. We've gone into we've got mugs now. We've got tea coasters. Like we got some cool tea coasters. Like,
and the thing is, right, I wanted to like do like because we can get like aprons and like, you know, oven mitts and things like that, and I was like, you know, I might go down that route, and it was when I mentioned it to you, and you were like, oh yeah, I was looking at that as well, and it's like, at least we're kind of on the same page when it comes to like the merch side of it. Like we're not just kind of looking at it that, you know, we're only going to do a certain type of merch. Oh, you know what? There's some really cool key rings that came in today.
Is Star City Picker not Ray? Is it Rick? Oh god. I shouldn't do names.
You shouldn't do names.
Is it Rick? I need to know now.
You really shouldn't do.
I know who it is. It's my brain. I've got problems with it. We'll move past that. Hi, Karen's at the beach.
You should have moved past that.
It's not Ray. Ray's Shipping Sunshine, isn't it?
I think so.
Ray's Shipping Sunshine. Star City Picker's Rick.
Oh man, you are so terrible with names.
God, I'm so You're
really terrible.
Hey Rick. I think it's Rick. Steve, Cola Flipper, Ian J Vintage. So much nicer for all when the sun is shining, lifts the spirits. And yes, Steve, we've got a WWE section, just a handful of figures. We're trying to build it up.
We are going to build it up over time, but it's
very
little section,
little foray into it, because we're making space. But and yes, it is much nicer when the sun is out. I think when the sun's not out.
I want to show you the cool key rings.
The key rings? Yeah. What key rings? They're over there, man.
And stuff. I know, I should have bought one.
Yeah, you should have bought one. You if you want to see some of the new stuff we've got, it's on the website. Yeah. There's loads of really cool stuff.
Yeah, the key rings are really cool.
The key rings are cool. We've got loads of, like, you know, murderers on key rings. Mm-hmm. So, you know. Night's Life, Richard, thank you for popping in. I said hi, Cola Flipper as well. Peter Ray as well. Yes, one a wreck so I can carry on my painting addiction, says Karen. Okay. Um, wow, loads of people popping in. Joyce Scott as well, thank you for popping in. Taking a break from yard work, weather's been sunny and 80 here in Connecticut. Coffee and cheesecake, you guys are my reward for a bit. Wow, okay. We've been having some nice coffee, although Beck tried to use the coffee machine because I didn't start till 1 today. She came in, you know.
I went to him last night. I was like, oh, you haven't shown me how to use the coffee machine. And he goes, oh, it's really simple. You'll be able to do it. And I was like, yeah, all right then. So I come in this morning and thought, oh, I'll make myself a coffee because I was here at
You'll have to speak up with this mic, by the way, because this mic, just so you know, is like, yeah.
I was here at 9 o'clock because I was expecting the delivery in, and we didn't know exactly what time it was coming. So, and sometimes the driver can turn up quite early. He didn't today. He didn't turn up until the afternoon, but you know, it gave me time to clean the shop and like hoover and mop and stuff like that. And I thought, oh, I'm going to make myself coffee now. And yeah, I made a coffee and it was just like milk, really. I just didn't make it strong enough. I didn't use enough
coffee in the portafilter. You didn't tamp it hard enough?
I did press it down, but probably not as hard as I probably should.
And you didn't have enough coffee in the basket. That was the main thing.
When I came to like taking the coffee out of like the little, you know,
portafilter, the puck was just a snot.
It was just slop. And I was like, well, that's clearly where I went wrong.
Yeah, you didn't put enough coffee.
It was alright. Was
it?
A really milky coffee. No, I'm lying, okay? I made it. It was rubbish. It was really awful.
And then I came in.
and then I got a proper coffee.
Yeah.
About 1:30.
Yeah. You weren't in the best mood, were you?
No.
That sounds lush, Joyce, says Shelley. Yeah, exactly. Joyce is mocking us and our English weather, says Kirsten. Yeah. It is Rick. I knew it. Hey, Rick. Hi, Claire. How are you? I can't believe I got that wrong, but hi, Rick. I knew it was Rick. But yeah, we've been, like I said, we've been doing a lot of good buying. We've had some good luck with with the charity shops, pickups and car boot pickups, and the contacts as well. It's been pretty good. We'll share with you our first ever experience at buying something from a customer. So I think we're still kind of a bit noobish at this because we're so afraid of offending someone.
Yeah.
But I think it went successfully. Like our first proper.
I think it went okay. Yeah. So, I mean, initially.
Yeah. So do you want to tell? Should I tell the story? I'll tell the story. Okay.
Tell the story.
So we had a phone call the other day, and Rebecca answered the phone. And by the way, Rebecca sometimes answers the phone. I'm like, man, like today when you answered it, like luckily there was no one there. It was a call, but it was like very much like it wasn't. You know. Working together like this has real issues because we do clash, don't we? Sometimes, or like.
Well, do you know what? Yeah. We can turn it around so you're on the shop floor.
Yeah. And
I'm back here then.
Yeah.
When I'm in one of those moods.
Yeah, I think so. You should tell me when you're in a mood. You should tell me. Can you do that though? Will you even recognise that you're in a mood? Because you when you answer the phone properly, it's nice, but. Today, what I heard, I'm glad that there was no one on the phone.
I was nice.
You were nice, but it wasn't like...
Yeah,
There was something... Like, you answered it like you didn't really want to answer it.
Well, I didn't really want to answer it.
No, but thankfully though, when the customer actually rang the other day, Beck answered the phone very nicely.
Yeah.
And it was a lady asking about, like whether we buy stuff as well. And she had a Commodore 64 to sell. And we were like, yeah, of course we will have a look at it and whatnot.
Because we wanted to find out if it was working.
Yeah. So what happened was... like lady comes in and with a partner or husband and hands over a couple of bags with the Commodore 64, and we were like, well, we'll check it over. I mean, you can stay or we can give you a call once we've had a look at it, and we'll get back to you. And we've been quite open. We've been very open about this, haven't we? And I think this is the best way we can be. So if someone wants to approach us to sell us something, we basically say we'll see basically what it sells for online minus what your fees would be. We'll give you half of that.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what we're saying.
Yeah.
So it's out in the open, like, you know, so if something...
And, like, straight away as well.
Yeah.
So people know exactly where we're coming from.
Yeah,
because...
or what to expect.
Yeah.
So we're happily tell them what the market value of their product is. So, for example, you know, when the lady came in and we, you know, like when the lady came in, we basically said, you know, looking at this, you know, when I actually rang her up, actually, once she'd left it, I rang her up and I spoke to her and said, looking at this, you know, if this was working, you'd get this much. After fees, you'd end up with this much. We'd give you half of that. But in this case, unfortunately, the Commodore wasn't working. I'll show you what we got, but it's still got value in it. And we did, you know, we bought it, but we bought it having told, we bought it having told the lady what we would have expected to get for it online. So this is the unit. So it's a really nice Commodore. It's a Commodore 64, and this is what's known as like the bread bin version.
Yeah. It's got all the wires.
Yeah.
All the little tape things. Sorry, I'm laughing because of what Tracy said.
What's Tracy said? Hold on. What? What's going?
Tracy said,
"Oh,
would you like us to call every day so Bet can practice answering less bitchy?"
You know what, Tracy? You could call as much as you like. I think that's just part of her DNA, Tracy. Honestly, she's so like she looks all sweet and everything, yeah. But you know, like RoboCop was, you know, like RoboCop was half man, half machine, all cop. Rebecca.
You're not going to say that, are you?
Well, she really is. Like, that's like who she is. I love her. But she is only because I can see, this is the thing. Believe it or not, I get away with this.
Yeah, you do.
So, for some reason, I'm alright. You know, you know, but yeah. But to be fair, your phone manner isn't.
But normally I'm okay. It's not. To be quite honest.
Yeah. No,
I'm okay.
I'll be honest. The combination of what I said was part of it is I'm quite funny about the shop on. I'm very controlling of it.
Yeah,
I'm very controlling. Yeah,
he is a little bit.
Like, I know what I want. I know exactly how I want things done when it comes to the shop. I think that's the problem. Like, especially when it comes to
but that's your problem.
Not necessarily like when it comes to like how stuff is displayed necessarily. Although even that, I will go in and adjust things sometimes, and I'm just there was
a slight issue with the pencil cases today.
little thing. I'm not scared, Kirsten. I'm not scared. I'm just saying, like, I will be honest. I could probably be difficult about this, but I think it's because I know how to talk to people, and I really believe that. I really feel like if there's one thing I'm good at, it's talking to people.
Yeah.
And I feel like...
Okay, you just answer the phone then.
No, but I don't think... Yeah, but I don't think that's right either. I think you should learn, like...
So here, do you know what my job was?
What's to answer the phone? I know.
Do you know what my job was? Yeah, and do you think I would...
This is different. This is very different to that.
Do you know what?
You do the job fine. That's the thing, you did it fine. It was just today I picked up a hint of, you know, like... Just today, it was a subtle thing.
Do you know what? That was me actually trying not to as well.
Was it?
Yeah. It didn't work, did it?
You tried hard. Oh my god.
Because I knew I was in a mood as well, so...
Okay, alright, I need to... God. This is like, so like, you know.
Right, so...
Kirsten says, I had a phone call from someone who watched one of my videos and asked, was it? asking for advice on moving to the area. Obviously, I'm the expert. Well, that's good. That's cool. That's Z knows how he wants to run it. Beck knows how it should be run. Says Shelley. Worked with my ex for 3 years, hence the ex bit. We killed each other. Oh, Skillet.
Do you know what? I'm sure we will have our run-ins when it comes to working together.
That?
No.
How do you know?
Well, hopefully not.
Man.
But the thing is, I think, like, no, actually, I know that he gets annoyed with me sometimes. He's like really, really laid back. But like the other, but we had a whole day of like on our anniversary spending time together, right? And it was fun. It was really, really good fun, right? But then in the evening, I was like, "Oh, do you want to watch a movie?" And he was like, "No, I'm just gonna hang out on my own." This is our anniversary, just bear in mind.
You didn't take offence to that, did you?
I was just like, we've clearly spent a little bit too much time together recently.
Okay, let me just tell you, right, on our anniversary, right, it was a beautiful day, and Beck had this idea of going for a walk. Because she was convinced.
I remember doing this walk. I remember doing it.
We're walking
that bench was not that far away.
Yeah, and we were walking down the canal. We were looking for like a secluded spot to chill out, have a drink. We had a little picnic with us, right?
Yeah.
And Beck was convinced,
I knew. There's a bench.
I knew there was.
Down
I just knew it wasn't that close. We walked for nearly 2 hours to get to this freaking bench. I knew it wasn't that close.
So if you're in a Fitbit group, and wondered why on Wednesday we managed to do 30,000 steps.
After that,
it was my fault.
I was like, we had a lovely time. When we got there, it was brilliant. We chilled out. It was beautiful. The sky was beautiful. We had a really lovely time, and the walk back was lovely. But when I got home, I was like, okay, I'm done. I was like, it's a nice break,
You're just like, go away.
I'm
going to sit in the conservatory. You can go and sit on the sofa. I don't care.
You make it sound so bad.
No, it's not that bad, honestly. And I think it's important that we do acknowledge that we do need some time apart from each other as well, because we work together and at home. Like obviously we live together.
Yeah, I think that's what.
That we do have separate things.
And I think that's why we like this taking mornings off. One of the things I like about it is that it's not together. Like no, but you.
It just sounds terrible.
No, because we have Wednesday off together, right? And we chill out and we'll do things together. Wednesday is a great day.
And then our morning
and we do love it. We love the time we spend together.
Yeah.
But you've got.
And the morning is.
The morning's our time. Exactly, which is really cool. And then we do. I think it's important to have that because I just think it helps. I think it helps.
Yeah.
So. Well, this conversation has taken
we were talking about the Commodore, actually.
We were talking about the Commodore, yeah. But thanks for that comment, Skillet. That's really kind of... sounds like if Z pushes his luck too much, he might get his nuts sliced up in his sleep. Oh, God. Z's great at talking to people. Listening, however. Oh, whatever, Tracy. Listen... I'm expecting Beck to be a kind and posh lady after her reception experience. She's very good on the Facebook. Rebecca Turner says hi. At least you can laugh about it, says Babs. You have to. Z's a pushover. Beck has to be firm, says Joyce. Beck is, to be honest with you, Beck does put her foot down when she wants it. And to be honest, I think I do as well. We have some good balance.
We both do. Like, we do know when to kind of back off and be like if there's something that you feel strongly about, you'll tell me, I'll tell you.
We're very on. We there's nothing we're like afraid to say. We will say things that even in our heads sound awful, Do you know what I mean? Like, even in our heads, like, I know this is just going to be a horrible thing to say, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Yeah,
and
we do.
Yeah, we do that,
and we've always been like that, though, as well. So we've always been very blunt with each other and to the point. Because I'm like, if I can't say it to you, who
and
can I
sometimes
say
it
to?
does cause like an argument where you'll be like, no, you will say I'm offended, you know, or else, you know. So, of course, the missing bench was your fault, Jesus. Oh, honestly, when we were walking and it was getting to the point, like an hour 20 in, and every like turn, it was like, it's not. I just knew it wasn't there, and it was just okay. Zio digging a hole. I know, I'm alright, Babs. Question, Bex, do you call the shop on your morning off to check the shop is still standing?
No.
And the Hill says, I can see your daughters being referees. Our girls just stay out of it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
And to be quite honest, like, we don't, like, if we're having an argument, we don't involve them.
Yeah.
And to be fair, we don't argue that often.
Yeah. But getting back to our first purchase, so we said to the lady, this is the more desirable Commodore, which it is. It's the bread bin version. Unfortunately, it suffers from a common fault. It does come with power supply, a couple of games, nothing special. There was no valuable games in there. But it powers on. It sends a signal to the TV, but it's a blank screen. So we expect to get around £60 for this unit. And we'll see whether we can do it as a bundle or we break down everything. Yeah. It all depends, but because of that, we offered 30. She thought about it. She wasn't sure at first. She thought about it, but in the end, she called back and said, "Yeah, I'm happy with that." And then today she came in and got her money.
Yeah.
So we got the Commodore. We would have obviously paid more if it had been working.
If it were working, we would have paid a lot more.
But the blank screen is quite, from what I can tell, the blank screen is quite a common issue with this Commodore. But the problem is there can be a number of reasons why it's a blank screen from what I've researched. So I just, I think it was fair. I mean, like I think it was a fair price. Bearing in mind what they sell for, all the hassle and all that kind of stuff that goes with it. Plus you've got to think about, obviously we're taking the risk of selling it online. Like for example, recently this week actually I shared a sale. We recently bought a Technics Hi-Fi for £40. And we'd sold the speakers, and I was really pleased. And I shared that we sold the disc player bit for £70. That's now being returned to us because apparently it didn't work on the person's computer, on the person's Hi-Fi. Even though when we tested it here, it worked like a champ.
But they're saying that it's
didn't.
Not working
so we have to take the return. Exactly. All that.
We'll
kind of
test
stuff.
it when it comes back to us and see if it's if it is faulty, but
Take ROMs out, put them back in, says they repairs. Hey, Colin Collectibles. They don't argue often because they go by rules. One, Bex is always right. Two, if she's wrong, see rule one. Kirsten says, got to go, have a great weekend. You too. Thank you for popping in, Kirsten. Yep, you're right. Number of reasons. Any corrosion around the pins on the chips. No, Dave, that's the thing. It looks to have been kept in really good condition. The lady said she kept it in a suitcase. And I was actually expecting it to work. I mean, it works where the tape unit powers on. That works fine, but it just won't send a picture. It's just a black screen. It tunes into a just black screen. So I was kind of surprised, but it's a good condition Commodore though.
Yeah.
So, and like it came with some classic games as well. I'll show you some classic games.
Star City, because they're glad people bringing you stuff. Treat her well so she spreads the word. Yeah,
well, that's what we hope we did. We hope we did, and I also said, like, if there's we also buy other electricals, and she was like, for example, PlayStations. I was like, yeah, PlayStations, and then she was like, well, okay, cool, and then she went away. So maybe she'll come back. Depends, like how she feels. I hope she recognises that we gave a fair price. I think more than the fair price. I think, like, by the time you take in to account the fact what they sell for.
The thing is, it's good in a way because we haven't really started advertising that we buy stuff
No,
yet.
this was just a phone call.
So this was her you know, noticing.
I mean, it came with a few games like this. I mean, I thought that might have some value in it, but these don't have any value to them. Like Quattro skills and things, they just don't have any value. Like, and they can be sat around for like £3-4, it's just not worth it. But you know, you might just bundle it and just sell it as non-working and see what we can fetch for it. But yeah, it'll be cool to get it working there, because then you know, it's just cool. So that was one of the things we got. This was a pickup from the bins, wasn't it, honey?
Yeah,
do you want to talk about this?
From the charity shop. So, it's a little, you know, bag.
It's a little bag.
Little bag.
Is that all you can say about
little
it?
Bag. Zahir actually noticed this, right? Because, you know, he notices these things.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, you should get this," and I was like, "Not sure." But it's by. I don't know whether that's going to show. Is that showing? Butler and Wilson. So it's okay condition, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks in good condition.
There is a little bit of beading missing around here that I noticed, but it was like really minor. But the design is actually quite nice.
Just thought it was quite blingy.
Quirky,
yeah.
Blingy bag.
They paid like what, £1.50 for that or something?
Yes.
Yeah. That was
others sell. I think there's one listed at the moment for about £25 on eBay, but that looks like in really good condition. So we'll probably aim for around that.
Around that. What else? We picked up loads. Some of the coolest stuff that I picked up this week. I've got to show you this. God. That is so awesome, isn't it? Funnily enough, we just bought some face huggers for the shop. Like, we've actually just picked up these there.
These up here.
Yeah. Those are like new ones for the shop. And what are the chances the very week I buy them for the shop, an older, like, I don't know where this is from, it's got no branding or anything on it. I think this was made for one of the newer Alien movies, from what I can tell, but it's pretty cool. And Shells Well says, I didn't know Butler and Wilson did bags.
Yeah, I think I know them for jewellery, I think. Because it wasn't something that I was aware of. But yeah.
Yeah. If you ever see the Commodore game Kaiser, it does pretty well. I'll keep an eye on it. That's the thing. It would have been cool if there was some cool games, but it's got games like Gaza, Soccer, and stuff, which just isn't worth anything. I thought it might be being Gaza, but yeah, that was a pretty cool pickup. Really like that. And also, these are crazy as well. These are crazy. Well, actually, I don't even know if I've bought it here. Oh, there's plenty more. Oh, I don't know. I left it in the back.
You left it in the back,
it's cool.
didn't you?
Yeah, there's loads of cool stuff. There's loads of cool stuff. I thought that was a medical teaching model. No, it's been really cool. In a way, one of the things that's really been nice about this is like, we've been getting a really good reaction from the managers of certain charity shops. Because they know we've got a shop, they're actually like happy to hold things back for us, and sell to us, knowing full well. The craziest thing was when we actually had a manager of a charity shop walk into our shop to offer us stuff without any prompting. You know, we didn't go out and be like, hey, you know, here's a card or whatever. And that's crazy cool, but they just assume that we might be interested in certain stuff, and obviously we are. So it's really cool. So now we've got managers of charity shops and stuff that are holding certain stuff that they think we'd be interested in back for us, which is amazing. So I can't really go wrong with it. I mean, we've gotten some really cool things. I wish I'd bought them to show you, but I didn't. But I will show you something crazy cool that I did get in. We're also trying stuff that's left field, not left field, but a little bit different. Like, we've also now started stocking figures of like off-brand figures, not off-brand, but like these aren't like big brand figures, but they're really good quality. So this is not a big brand figure. This is like a statue. But as you can see, it's an alien mixed with a T-Rex. I just think that is so cool. He's got a little mouth. He's got a little mouth. He comes out and gets you. Just look at the detail on it. Oh, it's just gorgeous. And we've got some cool dinosaur statues. So we've bought stuff for the shop as well. We've done lots of stuff this week. A lot of buying, a lot of selling. Just overall. I don't know what other stuff to show. There is loads of cool stuff to show, but you know, maybe it will be shown in videos going forward, like when we're listing it and stuff. Yeah. So
more than likely.
Yeah, we'll do it like that. And what else are people saying? I have a skull bag by Butler and Wilson, bought off QVC, said Bills and Moon. Okay, I didn't.
Yeah, I've got a feeling like the jewelry I've seen on QVC.
Ah, is that why?
Yeah.
I'd never heard of the brand. I just thought it was a crazy looking bag. And Barry says he saw the bag because he has a pair of shoes that will go perfect with it. Very funny, Barry. Loving the alien bit, says Night's Life. Honestly, Richard, I've been on such an alien tear recently. I've got to show them Kane.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want to
show them Kane? Can I even get up? Hold on. I'll grab a few bits then.
So this was something that came in this week.
You show them that. I'll see if I can go and grab the other bits.
And it's you've grabbed Ash, by the way, not Kane.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
man.
This is Ash.
Ash is lame.
We got him in a case. Kane is actually much better, so I'm kind of disappointed that he actually bought Ash. But yeah, so that came in this week.
He's still pretty cool, but
he is pretty cool. And he does come with his like other.
You have my sympathies.
His head thing.
I like it when he says you have my sympathies.
Hands.
This is the one.
And this one's Kane, so it comes in his like suit, and then you can see like he's got like his helmet. I can't work with his camera. He's got his helmet on this side, and then his broken helmet on the other side.
The best thing is he's got a head sculpt there. You see, with the face hugger. You see that?
As well.
And the likeness is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see like the broken helmet. Yeah, this figure is one of my favourites. So we got that.
That was pretty cool. They come in this week. And then we actually got the alien, but like the non-bloody version.
Yeah.
Because we've got the bloody version already, haven't we?
Yeah, things are falling everywhere. Yeah. This is
what happens with you. So.
Oh, it's me, is it?
Yeah.
Now this was another pickup that was like held for us. Now this is really mega cool. So this is something.
It's actually quite well, not this part, but the other part is actually really heavy.
This is awesome though.
This one's actually a light one.
Is it broken? It looks like it may have broken.
No, I don't know.
I don't know. Does that pop in there?
It's meant to pop in, I think.
This is so cool though, even if it's broken.
Are you putting it on the right way?
There we go. Yeah, I think so. No, I'm not actually. I think that's is that the right way? I think that's probably the right way. Look at that. That is so awesome. This is like a McFarlane Toys toy from Matrix. Absolutely awesome. This is I've found out what it is. If it was in perfect condition, it would be worth more money. I don't know if this is broken or what the deal is.
I'm not sure about the bottom bit.
Yeah. But it looks almost complete. It's got all the guns and everything, and it's like really just awesome. And that was held back for us, which is really cool. So I mean that's just really nice because it means that we can just go to go to our contacts, go to our charity shops, etc. as well, and hopefully they'll keep stuff that we like back, which is amazing. I mean, we pay.
Not always be the case.
And the thing is, we pay a fair price for it because they know it's worth something. So yeah, it's one of those things as well. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then there is the actual Sentinel, which is so big and huge. It's stuck in the box. I'm not going to break him. I'm going to break him. I don't want to break him.
Let me hold that.
Oh man, he's huge. It's because of his arms and everything. I like. Look at that. That's crazy. Like this thing is amazing. It comes on a little stand to
there is
prop
a stand
it up,
with it.
But That's his. That's He look. I think it's this way up, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the way. So, and he's got all these little arms with little bits and gadgets. So, really nice. Again from the Matrix. I can just go. I will deal with that later. So, I have to just deal with it later. But
watch that top bit.
These are cool. And the funny thing is, I've recently just bought a bunch of figures from Vinny for myself. Now I'm thinking maybe I should sell those and then keep these because these are cooler. Like sell a couple. Like we've got a little Sentinel. You see?
Yeah.
It's like a baby one.
No, you're not trading.
Why not? I like the bigger one.
No.
Annoying. But yeah. What else? Codemasters games should be collectible, says Dave. I was driving and just want to comment on the 15 minutes spent in Beck not answering the phone perfectly and making Z go on a long romantic walk. Thank you, Susie. Yes, Alien's one of my favourites of Joyce. Managers of charity shop. You know why I'm laughing? No, I don't know actually, Dave, but okay. The Nintendo Codemaster Quattros are valuable. Okay. Left Field was great. High Star City Picker, says Peter Ray. I've been watching Aliens, part of Movie Chat's homework a few weeks back, says Dave Repairs. Okay. Butler and Wilson do a lot of bling crystal jewelry, says Shell. I wish it was you guys that bought the full size and working sleep chamber from Aliens years ago. Would have looked amazing in the shop. You know what? That would have been amazing. I love Alien. Oh man, full size and working sleep chamber. Oh my god. Can you imagine that? You know what? Richard has had such amazing things. Yeah. Oh man alive. Man alive. That's crazy. Sherry says can't keep eyes open night. Thank you for popping. It's like 3 a.m. Get EMP ready. The Sentinel's amazing, Stu. I had some bits from the prop ones from the film Sentinels, highlights, etc. Okay. We don't have Ripley, Joyce.
Not yet.
Yeah. So yeah.
Not yet. We do want to get her in, obviously, because you know how can we have like Aliens and not have Ripley?
Yeah. Exactly. We'll be getting Ripley. We'll be getting Ripley.
Her.
So yeah, that's gonna be the plan. But sorry. I don't know why I did that. You right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm good, yeah. You?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
We've got loads of work to be getting on with, though. We have got loads of work to be getting on with.
Yeah, so we've got... Thank you, BCP.
Hi. Thanks. Yeah.
But yeah, we've got loads of work
So tomorrow's Saturday. It's... we're going to be hopefully busy in the shop. I'll be going to the car boot tomorrow. Car boot is on, which is good to buy from. So I'll be doing that. And what else? What else are we going to be doing? Listing. Lots of listing.
You said you were going to do some eBay
I've got a lot of
today.
photography stuff to still list. A lot of camcorders, a lot of cameras, lenses. Need to get through it. I didn't even get anything done today. I think all I've done was shipping, and then because we're selling bits and then we're speaking to customers.
Yeah.
Very annoying actually that I didn't get. Well, I don't think I wasted any time either. I didn't, did I? I wasn't wasting any time. I was just working. No. Just time just went. Yeah. It's not. I'm not pleased with that.
And then obviously you're helping me with the delivery.
Yeah, I was helping.
Some of it I couldn't actually lift because like the posters came in today, like the framed poster print things, and they actually come in like quite a heavy box, and I couldn't move them. Could I?
No. Right, what else are people saying? Oh, Tom has joined us. Tom the English speaker. Thanks for welcoming in, Tom. Gosh, what else? Shelley says, could Bex shut Z lovingly in the sleep chamber when he gets annoyed? It would be so cool if we had the sleep chamber. That would be crazy. That would be absolutely bonkers, but no. It's not going to happen, is it? We missed out on it. He sold it years ago, he said. But that would be cool to have. I think that's one thing actually. What we're thinking of is like in the shop window, we want to have like bigger items, because like just eye-catching items.
Well, I think we're going to be working on the window on Sunday, but when we're closed, because it's a lot easier to do window stuff when we're closed, isn't it? Just because of the way the window is, it's just a lot easier if we're shut. Because if we have people in and out, it's going to be really
it's just
awkward.
because we've a lot of people warned us about it, and we were aware of this as well, obviously. But we've sun damaged pretty much a lot of some of the figures anyway.
Yeah, but
not all of them.
I think that's more to do with not rotating it often enough.
Yeah.
We've got to be honest. When the shop was shut, we did not pay attention to the window as much as we probably should have, considering it's kind of advertising our shop when we're closed, and we didn't switch it out enough. So there are some products that are sun damaged. You know, we've got ideas on how to kind of clear those, so we're not stressing over that anyway. But it does need to be dealt with and changed.
Yeah.
But we've been waiting for some of this stock to actually come in.
And there's still a couple more bits that ideally we'd like.
Yeah, but I think we're just going to have to
hold
go for it and change the window and then add them when they come in.
Yeah.
I think that's what
just
we're
freshen it
have
up.
to do. Yeah.
Right, so pleased I managed to pick up my Ripley and Burke watches from Alien. Still trying to get the get a Bishop in the right colourway and a Colonel Marines Pulse one. Yeah, Cola Flipper Lee's got some pretty cool watches, like from the movie, like the same style ones that they use in the movie. Bye folks, says Joyce. Back to boring flowers and veggies. You two always lift my spirits. Very kind of you to say, Joyce.
Thanks for joining us.
We are also going to be making the move. I did suggest to Beck that we, on the way home, stop off for a quick drink at the pub, but she was like, "No, I don't want to do it." So we're just going to go home. Huh?
I want to go home and have a cup of tea.
She's, to be fair to Beck, alright, to be fair to Beck, she's a little bit run down, as you can hear in her voice. She's a little bit run down. I think we're both a little bit like, my eyes are feeling heavy, you know.
Exactly.
My eyes are feeling heavy.
I don't want to.
No, you still want it. Well, you'd feel better if you went though.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah, we do need to rotate it on schedule. Absolutely, the window.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah, when we first got the shop, we were
like you said, we
were actually changing it like every 2 or 3 weeks.
But I think when we shut the shop, we lost.
As soon as we went into like the lockdown,
it was harder to do. I did change it a couple of times, but it was only a few times.
I think
it
a
felt
little bit
painful.
Yeah. Kind of lost motivation to do it. But yeah, it's definitely something we're gonna keep on top of.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I think we're going to call it that.
We are. We're gonna
because I'm about to, I want to go. They probably serve tea in the pub. There you go.
I know, but I still just want to go home.
It'll be so good. You'll enjoy it when you're there.
I want to go home.
Okay. You can buy a special film for your window. It will reduce UV damage, says Nia.
Okay.
Ah, thank you, Nia. That sounds good.
And it's not that's a good idea, actually.
That's a very good idea, Nia.
I'm going to look that up.
Yeah, because that will protect products.
I'm going to look that up.
Yeah. But yeah, we're going to make a move now. Sorry for the disjointed nature of this all, but
yes.
we'll make it better. I think we need to be set up a bit better for this.
We do, and like you've created a big mess and all I want to do is go home.
Yeah. So we're going to end it on that.
Yeah.
That happy note. We'll see